Hello bros, it's Full Focus here, back with another video. Today is Sunday, so I decided to make this kind of like a chill video here. So what I want to talk about you today is how to become a crypto millionaire. Now, the things that I'm going to state in this video are going to basically the basic fundamentals that my millionaire mentors have taught me. So let's just jump in, shall we? Okay, so basically, what you have to understand first is that money is scarce in demand resources. So when you buy something that is scarce in demand and it's a resource, the value will go up. Of course, there's always this like on the long term, it will go up if it's scarce in demand resource. And of course, there are also always black swan events and these kind of things, but those are I'm not going to take those into account here because those are the unknown unknowns. Okay, so with that being said, cryptocurrencies in general are scarce. There's limited amount. They're in demand and it's a resource. Now there's a lot of like scammy projects that are basically scarce and currently are in demand, like because of the hype, but it's not resource. So those projects are going to die. Okay, so that's the first thing to understand here. Now the second thing to understand here is that the better the resource, it's the bigger the it's going to be basically. So let's think about, for example, let's think about Tesla stocks basically. So it's scarce, it's in demand, and it's a resource basically, and it's gone up. So let's take another one. Let's take Bitcoin. So scarce, yes, on 21 million. In demand, yes, it has been in demand for a while now. And resource, well, at first it was the magic internet money, but now it's basically a store of seen a store of value. So it's the resource is store of value. Now let's look at gold. So scarce, there's limited amount of gold on planet Earth. In demand, so people love gold in general. People just are attracted to its beautiful, like, because it's so beautiful, and it's used in some technology, and it's used in jewelry and these kind of stuff. So it's in demand because it's a resource. Okay, so that being said, to make money with cryptocurrencies, you definitely want to invest in something that is scarce, in demand, and in resource. Okay, because if it lacks one of those elements, if it's not scarce, it's in demand, and it's resource, it's not going to go up a lot in value because there's too much supply. So there's always supply and demand. Okay, and if it's, for example, lacks demand, no matter how scarce and resourcefulness, if nobody wants it, it's not going to go in price. And also if it lacks so scarce in that, if it lacks resources, no matter how in demand and scarce it is, at some point it will go to zero. Okay, so for example, if Bitcoin loses its store of value, I believe it's going to go to zero, because if it doesn't have any kind of if it can't be used as a resource, there's nothing backing it. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to understand. I believe that the second thing that you want to understand is that you want to become value investor. So what you want to do is you want to invest in projects that are undervalued. Let me give you an example. So let's imagine that you have $10 and you have two options. You can buy Subway sandwich. Now that Subway sandwich will give you energy to like 2 to 4 hours. Okay, and or you could buy a book written by the basically richest man on the planet, for example, like Warren Buffett, and you use $10 to both of those. So Subway sandwich and the book written by Warren Buffett. Now, if you eat the sandwich, you will get 2 hours of energy basically to do anything, and then if you read the book, you will get the knowledge for basically the rest of your life, assuming that you don't get dementia and this kind of stuff. Now the sandwich is very overvalued. It's not $10. It's not worth of $10 to get energy for 2 hours. You could get better. Like it's negative for you. The sandwich is not good for you basically. Like in general, fast food. Now if you look at the book, It's very undervalued. It has all the secrets that the richest man basically uses, and it's only $10. When you read it and apply that for your life, you can potentially turn that $10 to $1 million, millions of dollars, multimillionaires. So that means that if you buy the sandwich, you are not a good investor. If you buy the book and read it and apply it, you are excellent investor because you invested in undervalued asset. So when you're buying anything, you always want to buy something that is incredibly undervalued, right? Because that is the only logical choice. If you want to, you can use this, by the way, in any area of your life. Whatever you use your money or use your time or energy, always use it something that will pay back to you in multiplies. Okay, it's very insane when you start doing this, because then you will just, it will start compounding also. Now, also the other thing that I want to, yeah, basically those are the two main things that I wanted to say in this video, because when you get those two fundamental things right, I mean, yeah, it's going to be legit insane. And also the third thing that I would like to say is that markets are basically, humans are very emotional. So we have these things called 25 cognitive biases bearing in our brain. So basically fallacies in our thinking. So for example, when we evolved, food was very scarce, like sugar was very scarce. Sugar is just glucose, which is fast energy. Now it was very scarce, and when you were in the middle of a jungle and you see like a honeycomb, like you find honey, all you do is eat everything you can, like at the same time, because it's fast energy. You can use it to, like, that's what you wanted to do. Okay, but in the modern world, when you go to the grocery store, there's chocolate, there's candy bars, there's lemon, like Coca-Cola, there's all these things, sugar things, for example, salt, sugar, and fat, basically. And when you go there, your brain has this reward bias, basically, which says that, oh, we get chance to get sugar, we are going to get everything. So you get these cravings, you want that sugar. It's because of there's more than that, just than the reward bias. Basically, humans move from pain to pleasure. And when you go to markets and look at the markets, it's full of these kind of like cognitive biases, our primitive brains thinking. Like that's why you can find even though it's the middle of the bull market, that's why you can find insane opportunities, because people don't they basically buy the hype, they buy the reward, they buy the quick instant fix. And that's why we get these kind of like crazy bubbles. Okay, more and more people come in, so then there's social proof, then there's stress influence. If you don't buy it right now, you will never get this chance again. Our brain is full of these kind of like fallacies that will make us do crazy things. Okay, and reward bias is basically the biggest one, and pain bias also. But anyway, so yeah, that's that. And yeah, that's why I basically been doing research non-stop about these cryptocurrencies, because there is still crazy opportunities here. Now, what I wanted to show you in this video is the golden ticket cryptocurrency. So I have found the most undervalued gems ever. Like, these are, you can go to CoinGecko, you can't find these anywhere. Like, these are very hidden, and I will show, like, it's crazy. You can, no matter how much you look, you can't find this, because these are so well, like, these are crazy. So this is the ultimate pinnacle of what value I can offer to you. This is like what I have found, and these are the projects. It consists currently at 4 projects, 1 main project and 3 just as bonuses, as like thank you guys. But the 1 main project that is what I believe that it's like, it solves everything that the cryptocurrencies currently have as the the main problem is the like the first layer. Because if the first layer, for example, like Ethereum and Bitcoin, is not scalable and it's not secure and decentralized, I mean, we can't even start building the next layer. So we are still struggling with the first layer, and I believe that I have found the solution here. It took a lot of time and effort to find it. You can find it right here. The price is very low for the value that you're going to get, and I just want to show this for you, those guys who really like understand what I'm saying here, that you know, I have done the research here. Okay, so those are the main key takeaways on how to become basically crypto millionaire. And yeah, so let's recap. As a thank you, I will also throw you as a bonus here when I'm doing this recap. So we have the recap. So first, you have to understand it's scarce in demand resource. It has to check all those boxes. Okay. The second thing, you want to find undervalued assets. Third thing, you want become value investor. The third thing, you want to you have to understand that basically the whole market. If you look at stock market, for example, or any market, it's built in hodlers, like people who buy and just sit on what they hold. Because when people buy and sit on that, the price will increase. Like that's it. But if everybody would be trading, the price would be very crazy. But yeah. So it's built financial like wealth is built on just hodling the great assets. And the fourth thing that I would give you as like a carrot here also is that when you spot trends early, you will make a lot of money. Because when you spot a trend, you put your eggs there, then you just sit on those eggs and you wait for people to come. When people come, like there's crowds coming, you have bought it so low and you can just sell. That's how you make crazy money. That's how in the last bull market 2017, this guy, for example, turned $20,000 into 5 million. No biggie. I've seen it happen on this market constantly. So it's no like if these people can do it, we can do it also. You can do it also. So like only thing that's stopping you is you. Okay, because like I said, the crypto market is just beginning, and yeah, we are so early. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and catch you in the next one. Peace.